Slosh Talk.
WGOB Network is on the air. We are the Guerrillas of Booze, and this is Slosh Talk.
WGOB, we're clear for Slosh Talk.
Welcome to our new segment.
Welcome
Slosh
to
Talk,
Slosh
for those of
Talk.
you who don't know, this is a new concept that we came up with based on feedback from the viewers that say that, hey, sometimes on our main show, which is GOB-TV on the WGOB-TV YouTube channel, sometimes we diverge into other things, pop culture, blah, 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 and it gets annoying. People want us to focus on the beers. Slosh Talk is a response to that. So basically, it's going to be a little bit more of a free-form show. We're going to kind of just chill out. It's not going to be focused really so much. We're going to talk about movies, music, comics,
Sports.
TV, cartoons,
Now-
sports, pop culture.
So you're aware,
I'm focused, man.
this is after an episode. So we have been drinking.
Right. We
And
filmed this the same night as we film an episode, so to say there's a little bit of alcohol in the system right now would be
An understatement.
facetious.
I just want to take a quick pause real quick.
Not facetious.
what,
Not
beautiful,
facetious.
what beautiful arches.
Chris has his
by the way.
Birkenstocks on at this point.
He's got sandals
He's got
on.
his house
and,
shoes on.
For a mongoloid.
I just looked down and I went, what the fuck? His pinky toe has no nail.
No, it never
At
did.
all.
It never did. It's weird.
At all.
It's weird.
That blew my mind.
Neither does, actually. My toes are weird.
On the board, his
Yeah.
pinky toe.
Oh,
I just-
no. God, no.
Yo,
Hey.
what the hell is this?
That sound you hear is people slamming their browsers closed as quickly
What's
as
with all the
possible.
rips? Is that like Jesus sandals he got?
Is it not fitting, though, that I'm...
little
yeah.
JC
It's
sandals.
not fitting that I'm a mongoloid, that I should have toes
You are a
like
mongoloid, there's no question.
Bro, what are you even playing soccer with a pack of wild wolves? You can snatch a salmon going upstream with them things.
Listen, we wouldn't be
Yes,
who
I
we
have.
are, the Guerrillas of Booze, if we didn't have a beer, though. So obviously, we're going to drink a beer or two while we're bullshitting about everything else. We're going to start with Treehouse Doppelganger. If
What
you
a
ever,
treat.
If you ever watched the
love
main
you.
show, everybody
Yes.
knows that we love Treehouse, so we thought this would be a fun beer to start with.
It's a beaut.
But as I'm pouring this out, I mean, as we try to not talk so much about dates and times that we're filming this stuff, but we film and then it takes time to edit, so
Right.
it comes out. So for this one, we'll say that 3 games in the World Series have already passed by.
Yeah.
Houston Astros are up 2-1, I believe,
Yeah.
right?
And guess who's not interested?
And it's tonight, though, right? It's the 14th
Yeah,
World
they're
Series.
Yeah.
So by all means, by the time we're done here, the World Series, it could be
Yeah.
not over, but essentially over. But let's talk about the World Series a little
The
bit.
numbers haven't been bad. Everybody's
Yeah, you know
interested.
what? You're
Like the
right.
ratings are solid.
Yeah, believe it or not, you're right. I'm actually kind of surprised because I was like, being a huge Yankee fan, I can care less about
Heartbreaking.
baseball
But
at this
the
point.
ratings-
No.
here.
But you know what helps is everything that happened with Houston, and then obviously Houston won
Yeah,
the World
yeah,
Series.
of
So it's the
course.
whole like they're playing for
Wow,
the
you
city type of thing. Buddy, there's only one.
It's barely.
can.
It's barely.
Sloppy
It's
bastard.
barely.
The bigger market teams, though, you got New York and Los Angeles. That would have done
Obviously,
better
the
ratings.
money is in New
Understand,
York and
ratings
LA.
would've been
understand
better.
this may come out after it's done and over
No,
with.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's like,
Because-
hey, by the time this is
Right.
done, it
It's
may seem
definitely-
Roughly
stupid.
every episode takes about 15 hours of editing.
It's definitely going to...
Why does he go last every time? Chris, give him.
Look at
how
my-
much beer you have in your glass,
I'm
Chris.
fine. I'm fine. I just had some shots. I had some shots upstairs.
different than my glass.
You greedy
Cheers.
slush
I had some
bucket.
shots
Yours
upstairs.
is higher than mine. No.
Cheers.
That's
I'll give you some
I had
more.
some. And I'm good. I'm, no,
Chris, I'm sure
listen,
he's
I
not
just
trying
had
to
some
pour
shots of rum.
doppelganger in your glass.
But about 14, 15 hours of editing goes into this, so it might be over.
It's definitely
But
gonna be
understand that when
No, it'll
this
be
was
over,
happening,
yeah.
but when this was happening, it wasn't over, and I said Astros are taking it.
Right. No, today is for those following along. Today
got better
is
pitching.
October 28th.
They have
It's
better
almost
hitting.
midnight, so it's almost October 29th. So game
Yeah.
4.
Game 4.
4
Game
is
4's
happening right now.
yeah.
The Astros are up. So by the time this hits, it could be all. It
Astros are
probably
taking
will
it,
all
which
be
should have
over.
the fucking Yankees. The Yankees should have took it.
And
but
tonight
man,
and tomorrow, they're in
Yankees
Houston.
Yankees are boom or bust.
Yeah.
You know,
you
Judge
know-
will get up and knock 3 home runs and then strike out 4 times.
Here's the thing, though. They weren't
Right.
supposed
They
to
weren't-
be this
yeah.
good this soon, Jay.
The
I mean,
whole-
they're supposed to be good 2-3 years from now.
Exactly.
They
Make
were.
this
They were.
quick poll. Should they have gotten rid of Joe?
They didn't get rid of Joe. He kind of like
His contract.
Get the
His contract.
high?
He left.
didn't get rid of
Are
Joe.
you high?
He left.
Okay,
Okay,
got rid
well,
of
I'll
Joe.
start with the
His
first real
contract-
answer. No, they shouldn't have gotten rid of
No.
Joe because
Definitely not.
next year they're probably going to win the freaking World Series, and he deserves to be there.
He did, I wouldn't say. Well, It depends what happens this
If the
offseason.
next guy comes in and wins the World Series, it's Joe's team he won it with.
Forget about the offseason. Right now, as we sit here on the couch, should they have gotten rid of Joe Girardi?
No, of course not.
You know. Here, let me tell you why. Because there's not any good managers.
They didn't get rid of him. That had no business being where it was.
Yes,
he took them to one series outside of the World Series. He took them to the championship series
every morning,
and they played well. Not for nothing.
Every morning I listened to the.
Did he screw up the replay issue? Yes, but they got through that series. They got through the series.
He had one mistake this entire series. He got these, and he cried.
It was a big mistake, though.
Yeah.
Because he knew this was it. He knew this was his curtain call, and he should have went out on top. But you got to understand that every morning I listen to ESPN radio, and they said the dumbest fucking things. Well, you're talking about a guy. Now, understand, these are 23-year-old kids out there. They're talking about a guy that has a buzz cut, trying to relate to these. What the hell does his look and demeanor have to do with him relating to these kids?
Who cares? You're not going to find a manager out there better than Joe Girardi.
You're not.
That's the thing. So you shouldn't have got rid of him.
So who takes
his contract expired? That's what it was.
Nobody's taking him for $4 million a year.
Derek Jeter.
No one's taking him for $4 million a year.
Going back to
that's why they got rid of him.
Maybe Donnie Baseball though.
They got rid of him because Cashman didn't like him. Yeah.
You ever saying? Who knows?
$4 million is high.
Who's better?
I'll tell you what though.
But he should have still been a Yankee next year. They're going to win.
Will he take less money to try to prove a point somewhere?
Oh,
who's better than Girardi out there? Answer that.
Think about Torrey. Torrey left the Yankees in the same sort of way. Almost in the same sort of way.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Torrey almost left the same sort of way.
But let me ask you a
question. Name me a better manager than Joe Girardi out there that's available.
Let me tell you something. Even if people,
the better question is a manager you would rather have than Joe.
Name me one.
None.
Okay,
I agree.
It's not like they're everywhere.
And people fucking badgered him, especially like his
it's
treatment with Pettit. Everybody thought like he baby petted a little bit.
With everything, they badgered him.
But let me tell you something.
These same fans that badgered him, next year they're crying for him, promise.
Here's what I'll tell you right now, though. If you look at Girardi after that game, regardless of they saying they push him out, he looks stressed out.
Yeah.
He looks tired.
It was over.
It's not that. He looks tired.
He's tired because he knew that, this is it, and he wanted to go out on top.
Regardless of what anybody says, the New York media, that constant spotlight.
That's what
a Yankee of his stature, a Yankee of his stature deserves to go out like Jeter.
The New York media has to wear him out.
On top.
People could have said that about Joe Torre in the same sense.
No. He should have gotten a better send-off.
Absolutely.
He should.
Of course.
Maybe next season, maybe
he will get a good send-off.
But it's too late.
It's too late.
You hit the nail.
It's burning a bridge and throwing a parade for the rubble.
Yeah.
It's too late.
You took the words out. It's a New York market and the New York media. If he was in St. Louis, it wouldn't be an issue. He'd be coaching forever. I mean,
absolutely.
He's the Midwest.
You know what it is?
It's a little different.
They're tough in New York.
I just love the guy, man. They're watching a movie.
Was that what that is?
They're watching a movie.
Right.
I just love the guy.
Time
I thought he was a hell of a guy, hell of a manager, hell of a player. What do you get? 3 rings as a player, and one as a manager.
One as a manager with the Yankees in 2009.
He's got 4 rings.
Yeah,
you don't tell me he's a Hall of Famer?
He's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer. He's going in either as a probably
as a player, more of as a coach.
Top 5 favorite Yankee ever.
No.
Top 5.
Not in my.
No.
No.
He wouldn't have been. Listen, I'm not talking about just
top 10, maybe.
No, I'm not talking about just. I'm not speaking.
I'd say top 10.
Listen, I'm not speaking of just his on-field play. I'm talking about from the on-field to managing that well.
I can name some Yankees.
We have another Yankee that's not managing so well right now.
I can name
out there.
Pena?
Who?
Oh, you mean as an actual head coach?
Right.
Donnie
Baseball.
Come on. As great as he was. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So what he did on the field, 3 rings, and to manage as well as he did, and I swear to God, if he'd been there next year, he's winning another ring. He's top 5 for me.
It's one of those situations. Got to have a lot of talent around him, and it's not going to show how good he is as a manager. If he came and coached the Yankees, he's going to have success.
Doug already said he got these kids further than they should have been, quicker than they would have been.
How much does a baseball manager do?
They got further than they should have gotten.
How much does a baseball manager do versus a coach in other sports?
They debated this all week long. Does the manager really matter? They do to a certain extent, brother.
I think they do.
But the
rules they're debating on changing is how often you can go to the bullpen But come on, man.
The pitching coach takes care of the pitchers. The batting coach takes care of the hitters. What does the manager do outside of that?
Are we going to ask ourselves in 5 years? All right, holy crap! This dude just had a squad. He just had a squad because they're here for the long haul. This team.
Well, what's the argument there, though? So Belichick isn't only as good as his team.
Belichick has a system.
No, wait.
But it's his system.
Doug, the argument is this. The argument is if you took Alex Smith and placed him on the Patriots, he'd be Tom Brady.
A football coach does more than a baseball
I probably
manager.
agree.
That's the
I
argument.
don't know that I would agree.
If you
football
make,
coach
you make the
doesn't want
right
a baseball manager.
I think if you make the right calls,
I don't know that I agree with that one. I do agree that Alex Smith is a system quarterback.
Yep.
You put Tom Brady on the Browns, is he Tom Brady?
Huh?
You put Tom Brady on the Browns, is he Tom Brady?
No.
absolutely not.
But if you put Alex Smith on the
Tom Brady
Patriots,
thrives in that system for sure.
Absolutely.
But I think that he also has more natural skill than Alex.
somebody
Smith
said
has.
this.
Look at Matt Castle. Ryan Mallett had the best years of their career in that system.
Somebody said this.
They're garbage
You put Peyton Manning on the Patriots. Does he have 8 Super Bowl rings?
Probably.
Maybe.
I really don't know because
I don't know. I mean, I gotta
first
say,
of all, it's not his system. Second of all,
yeah.
I think I think he has the same amount of rings. Honestly,
If he gets drafted into that
About the
system,
same.
though, it's a system. From
So we
early
can
on.
pull Tom Brady down from the greatest of all time because of his system?
I think
Aaron Rodgers is a
First
better
of all, he's not
quarterback.
the greatest of all time.
No.
Thank God.
Aaron
Second of all,
Rodgers.
I love you for that.
He's not even the best quarterback in the league right
Damn,
now.
I love you for that.
But I think that
Who is?
Manning
Rodgers.
the greatest of all
Oh,
time.
Frank, I've never been more happy.
The greatest of all time.
No, Montana.
Montana. He is
Montana, I gotta
flawless
say.
in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He never even threw an interception in the playoffs or the Super Bowl.
I agree with that.
Oh, no. He never threw an interception in the Super Bowl. He threw one in the playoffs.
He had
But
the
never
best
threw an
re-
interception
he-
in the Super Bowl.
You think Montana is better than Johnny Unitas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a different.
Yeah.
obviously
Different
it's a
era and everything, but
Montana
even, like,
had the best
skill set-
receiver. He had the best
Listen,
wide receiver of all
ever.
time.
I want to argue Montana's top 5. Is he the best ever? I don't know.
Ever.
Would you think he's better than Steve Young?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Steve Young got us 1. Montana
Well,
got
and
us
I
4.
mind you, Steve Young was very good following him.
Montana got us. Well, Steve Young got paid big bucks to sit behind him.
They both had Jerry
and
Rice.
he's a lot shorter than he was as well too, and he did a very good
They
job.
both had
But if you
Jerry.
watch the year that Steve Young won, holy crap,
I think
dude.
we'll all agree
Fine.
everybody's below Phil Simms, though, right? I think we can all agree on that.
Fairly easy.
There's
I'm
one
kidding, I'm
particular run with Steve Young.
He's on the
Holy
Boomer
What
That's
about
Esiason
like
level.
even as a fucking Cowboys homer, Roger Staubach?
Roger Staubach was
Well,
he was
that-
pretty good.
That is
Stabler-
interesting
Stabler was
because
good.
Started
it's
right.
interesting to even bring up Cowboys quarterbacks because I'm a Niners fan and we detest the Cowboys,
Cowboys
right?
suck.
I'm Terrell Owens dancing on the star type shit. Not dancing with the stars,
get
not to be
tackled.
confused. That's all right. He still did his thing.
Fuck him.
But speaking of Cowboys quarterbacks, where would you put Aikman?
That's a good question, actually. Where do you as a Cowboys fan, where do you put Aikman?
He was.
I mean,
he was concussed a lot.
he was a product of a very good team, man. That line, that running team,
Can you say that about Dak though?
What?
but here's
Product
what?
of a good line, a good team, a good running.
No, that he's too early on his career to
Well,
say
we're,
anything.
are we really comparing Troy
on,
Aikman at
come
Dak
on.
Prescott right now?
Well, immediately I think of Troy Aikman. I think of a high
They-
newscaster.
They both had great
No,
O lines. They
he
both
was
had
high.
phenomenal.
He was high
offensive
last game. His eyes. But go ahead.
no, it's always how he looks.
Jay, your beard's
No, I
full,
think
by
what
the
you
way.
say about what you're going to say about. Well, go ahead. What are you going to say about Troy? What do you think of Troy Aikman?
I mean, he was a product of a very good team. I mean,
Yep.
don't get it wrong. What he did was he managed the team the way he had to. He didn't have to be the top player. He didn't have to go over the top and make the impossible
he did have a
throws.
squad.
And he got hit a lot.
Did he
But
not have
he
the
did
best
have a squad.
offensive
He took
line
some
in the
hit.
league?
He
At
did
the
second.
time?
He second guessed his routes a lot. That's the reason why he got hit a lot. But he did some very good plays.
So
How
that
many
said,
rings?
Huh?
He got
3.
Yeah, I think-
3.
Yep.
I thought
Better.
he got 2.
Probably
He got
better.
3.
I think
that
he over.
said, though,
I think he did better.
so what do you think? How does somebody like Dan Marino rank? Dan Marino has no Super Bowl rings, but what does that mean for Dan Marino?
Do you
He
know
was
why?
still a very-
Do you
I
know
mean-
why I rate Dan Marino low? It's not
Because he was
because
in
he
the
has no
Ace
Super
Ventura
Bowls,
movie?
because legends have no Super Bowls. That doesn't matter to me. I don't do the whole LeBron, Michael Jordan argument. Super Bowl, the rings, right? Rings don't really.
LeBron
but-
James.
but LeBron James.
LeBron.
But rings don't really matter as
Yeah.
far as like
Scholastic.
what does me in for Marino on the dropping him down isn't his lack of rings. It's his knees. Since college, he had bad knees. He couldn't fake a handoff to save his life.
was a
Couldn't
pocket
scramble out of the
quarterback.
pocket.
Yeah, he was.
But you have to be
He's
more than
three-year
one
ball.
dimensional.
He's
So
yesterday's
was
Sam
Namath.
Bradford.
Namath was a
You
pocket
have to be more
quarterback.
than one dimensional. His knees couldn't let him fake a handoff. They knew when it was not a run. They knew when his knees do it for me.
It's tough.
Hell of an arm.
Broadway Joe. Same thing.
If that guy had Colin Kaepernick's knees, best quarterback of all time. Imagine Dan Marino scrambling like Kaepernick. Holy God, with that arm.
How about
He had an
scrambling
amazing
like?
arm.
How about
An
like,
amazing
How about
arm.
like Mike
But he would
Vick?
make
How
more-
about Mike
he would
Yeah,
make
Vick?
more-
how about him scrambling
Scrambling
like Vic?
That's a good call.
The dog killer.
But
Mike
with
Vick.
that arm, if he could
fucking
get out of the
hate you,
pocket
Michael
and fake a
Vick.
handoff with that arm, greatest quarterback ever. But he
Yeah.
just didn't. His knees didn't allow it.
Yeah.
That's true.
There's a lot of
Two against
quarterbacks that had great. It's masked because they had great offensive lines. They had great talent around them, and so are they better than a guy who didn't get any rings, who was a better quarterback who didn't have the talent
Your
to show it?
talent, your offensive
Yeah.
line, and your system
Yeah.
really can mask a bad quarterback.
Look at Brady. I mean, I think Brady is #1 all-time overinflated based on the system he's in. I'm not saying that as a Jets fan. I'm being honest.
Spoken as a Jets fan.
No, I mean honestly. So if you put I don't know, let Aaron Rodgers.
My phone will say what?
How much better would Rodgers be in that system?
He's no Kenny O'Brien.
Oh no, that's a good fucking Aaron Rodgers
can move.
System.
Rodgers has wheels.
Wow,
he can move. You put him there, I bet you he's much better than Brady.
Much better. Aaron Rodgers is an elite quarterback now.
Yeah.
What do you mean much better?
Wait, is it too early?
Green Bay does not go where they go without Aaron Rodgers, and you're going to see that as the rest of the season goes on.
Is it New England?
Wait, no, not as the rest of the season. He's out for the rest of the season.
Is it too early?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, he's done.
That's what I'm saying. Is that Green Bay only goes as far as Aaron Rodgers
goes. Is it
goes.
too early to say?
He's not going to play the rest of the year.
Okay, all
You're
right.
going to see
that. Let's take. Okay, Matt Ryan. Is Matt Ryan from the beginning gets drafted in New England?
No,
is he a better quarterback than Brady?
No, because Brady's a better game manager. Brady's a better finisher.
But is he because of the system? But he was a 7th rounder.
No. Brady makes smarter decisions with the ball than that. Come on.
Yeah,
he's a little better than that.
He can make smart decisions based on the system.
But is it too early?
He's a 7th rounder, but he has skills. Like Brady is a better quarterback. Forget the system. Brady is a better quarterback than Matt Ryan. Brady's a better quarterback than
most.
All right. Let's flip it. You put Brady on
anybody in the league right now.
You put Brady on Atlanta.
Oh, you know,
Who's better than him?
I think Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback. Pure quarterback.
No.
Oh, pure.
Chris has a good point.
Well, at this point, yes.
You put Brady on Atlanta, he's not better than Matt Ryan.
Put him on Atlanta.
No, I think he is. I think he is.
I don't think he is.
Matt Ryan has better legs.
He can't move.
Matt Ryan,
I
verbatim, bro. Matt Ryan has better legs.
I think Brady would be just as fine. I think Brady, unless you put him in someplace like the fucking the Browns, the Houston Texans,
or the Giants.
The Jets.
Is it too early? Is it too early?
That fucking line they got.
Why you got to do it? Why you got to do that?
I just have to.
I know not shit on the Cowboys.
I know the answer.
Put him on the Colts.
I know the answer, and yes, it is too early. But I will mention it because how that dude is playing this year, his fearlessness, his legs, his arm, his ability.
No, I understand. Eli,
no.
Giants, baby.
No. But if you put Carson Wentz on the Patriots,
Josh McCown.
Carson Wentz, stop it.
You really? Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh no, Carson. Wait. No. I'm sorry. No, hey,
okay.
Carson Wentz. I apologize. I was thinking Carson Palmer. I apologize.
I was
going
to say you're going to talk about the quarterback that has 17 touchdowns. No other quarterback has right now.
I apologize.
The highest quarterback rating in the league.
I was thinking Carson Palmer.
And all he has on that team for weapons is right now the best tight end in the game, Zach Ertz. This year, he's playing like statistically right now, Zach Ertz statistically the best tight end in the game right now. But Carson Wentz, I watched him throw a ball. Getting smashed in the chest.
He's a big guy.
Fucking touchdown. Yeah. He is big as Roethlisberger. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
Big as Roethlisberger.
Yeah, he's as tall, not as wide.
And he's brave.
He doesn't have many weapons.
He'll take a hit, get back up and throw. But
who's his
that
receiver?
Dude,
Alshon Jeffrey. He's not even that good.
Come on.
He's a third tier
But Jeffrey's putting it down this year.
He's a third, but
he's making Aguilar look well.
Listen, the Giants fan in me won't let me celebrate the Eagles, but I do want to put out there that last time we talked about this, I did pick the Eagles to win. I'm just putting that out there.
You did.
Super Bowl.
You picked them to win. No, the division.
No,
We're talking about division.
The division. The division.
Well, Washington still.
Although at the time when we last talked about this, maybe this is a good time to talk about this. I did pick the Packers. Now, obviously, things have changed quite a bit. So let's talk about this now. Then, who represents the NFC East? Who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl this year?
Go ahead, Jack.
I'm just gonna throw.
NFC.
I'm just gonna throw Eagles win it all.
The whole thing.
The way they're playing.
The whole thing.
No,
wow.
Jay is drunk.
All right.
So welcome to Slosh Talk.
I said Atlanta, and I don't like the way they're playing. Obviously,
Oklahoma
about
City
the
Thunder.
Sweat rolling down the face of
I swear it's a problem. I don't know what the issue is. I don't like Seattle. Minnesota's got no quarterback, great defense.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that the Patriots are going to win the whole thing?
No, we're talking NFC.
I know, but what you're saying is that the Patriots are going to win.
Am I allowed to say Redskins? Is that like is that racially not correct?
Listen.
No, could you just say Washington, please?
No, listen. You gotta stick with the.
I love.
Just make your Super Bowl prediction winners.
Here's the thing. I can't take the Eagles like you did, so I'm going to go with the Redskins. I love Kirk Cousins
To win it all.
No. To represent the NFC.
Who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl?
NFC.
You went the whole way, but who's going to represent the NFC?
We're talking about the NFC.
They're going to take it. They're playing lights out right now.
I'm going to go. I'm going to go Washington Redskins.
Frank, don't say the Cowboys like you know you're going to. NFC representative in the Super Bowl.
I mean, last time I said the Cowboys.
I suspend you 6 games.
No, but it's
like Ezekiel.
Oh, apparently you're just going to keep
we got Ezekiel.
No, but
keep getting appealed and then
in all honesty,
fucking take your suspension.
You know what's
you fucking woman beater.
No, that's what's going to happen. He's going to end up having to take a suspension
next year.
This year when they really need him.
Yeah.
Like game 10, they're going to be like, all right, take your 6 games suspension.
Bye. Why?
Or the first game of the playoffs, you're out.
Go ahead, Frank.
Sorry,
So,
Frank, you have the floor.
Fucking around last time, I was like, Dallas Cowboys. But honestly, though,
I'm sorry, what?
the Dallas Cowboys.
Cut his mic off. Cut his mic off.
Yo, I almost hit you like Ezekiel.
Come on, man. I have all confidence in this fucking team.
NFC representative.
So
Listen.
we've got NFC East.
All right, Doug, just get.
Yes.
Doug, toss me a serious one.
Cowboys because he's a homer.
Doug, toss me a
I'm a,
serious
Giant,
one.
I'm a Giants homer.
All
And I'm not
right,
going
I'm
to pick the
joking, I'm
Giants.
joking.
Doug, toss me a serious one.
Huh? Are you done?
Toss me a serious one.
NFC East, as I watched the games, how everybody's playing, I was definitely going to pick the Packers, but obviously without Aaron Rodgers, there's no chance. So at this point, based on how everybody's playing, unfortunately, and it hurts me inside, and I want to kill myself, I got to pick the Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to the end. I think the Eagles will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. I don't think they're going to win it. I think the NFC's representative will be the Eagles.
Absolutely.
AFC will be the Patriots. Patriots win the Super Bowl. That's my call.
Can I give
AFC, what do you
No
think?
way.
AFC.
Here's what I'll say.
Who do you think's going? Or here,
Wait,
who do you think's going to the
No
AFC?
way.
Can I do a dark horse?
Hold
Can I
on,
do a
hold on,
dark
hold on.
horse?
Just hold on. Go here. Who do you
I'm
think?
not. I can't
No
even
way.
say. I can't.
Pick an
I don't
AFC
have.
team.
I don't have a
Pick an
definitive.
AFC team.
I don't have a definitive
AFC team.
AFC team.
He's stuck if it's not.
do you mean?
He's stuck
But-
if it's not the Cowboys.
Yeah, are the Cowboys in the AFC East as well?
No, I don't have a definitive AFC team. But
What?
but-
I don't have
a definitive AFC.
I don't have a
Very
definitive
fucking
AFC.
clear. You can rewind that.
Yo, mystical
But,
in the
like I was
in the
gonna
booth.
say, like I was
Yeah,
gonna
I
say.
know.
Tech 9 in the booth.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no. Here I go. Don't jump, bitch. Move.
Yeah, no. Sorry.
Are you done?
Oh, sorry. We're done. AFC.
Have you noticed? As
AFC.
much as you love the
We have not.
Patriots, you're
AFC
fucking.
team.
He's a Giants fan.
I don't love the. I fucking hate the Patriots.
Brady is getting hit. They're being
Yep.
exposed this fucking year.
Yep,
They're
absolutely.
having a lot of very close games.
They get
they're
exposed a
winning.
lot of years, and they
But
turn
They're
on
his,
the
winning.
but
playoffs.
his
Hold on.
number
They're
one
winning.
weapon is out. So what does he do? He's
That's
stuck.
what I'm saying. You
No, but hold
guys
on,
are.
if you go back in time,
No.
I picked the Chiefs, but I can't pick the
You did.
Chiefs anymore
No.
because the
But-
bottom's falling.
No,
But you called
the bottom's
the
fallen the
Patriots
last
win.
two games, but they're
That's
gonna
what I'm saying.
bring it
When
back
we, last
together.
time we recorded something,
They're gonna bring it back together. That's a good call
Yeah.
though.
I think the Patriots.
They will.
Chiefs are
They-
still safe.
I think the Patriots are
And the
gonna
Patriots
How
knock
much
it
are
points
too.
would
away.
all that make? Do you think?
None.
Okay, good. Because this is much easier.
The Patriots are
It's
definitely.
literally going.
The Patriots are on a drop off right now, in my opinion.
course.
And
They
Brady
always turn
shows
on,
that
though.
shit right
Of course.
now. You can
They
see
always
it.
turn on. Though.
He's getting slow.
In old
They're
age,
they're getting
you
very-
decline with age.
Too many
do
close
this every
games.
year.
Who
They
wins the
turn
Super
it on
Bowl?
though. They turn it on.
No, you're all right. They do turn it on.
Well, if you pick the NFC East or they pick the NFC, you pick the Cowboys. So the Cowboys win the Super Bowl then, right?
No, I mean,
That's
let's-
right. That's
let's
right.
Be honest.
Let's not get crazy and not win the Super Bowl.
The Cowboys are gonna win the fucking Super Bowl.
Oh, you're out of your
Here we
fucking
go.
mind.
Here it
You
is.
are literally in another
Frank,
world.
get the
Can we
fuck
take
out.
the mic away from
No, but
Get out.
It's gonna be Cowboys Chiefs 27-17.
You're out of your mind.
All right.
Chris, you're up.
So
AFC. AFC representative.
here's the thing, right?
AFC
So
representative.
here's the
He doesn't
thing.
even believe
And
his
they're not
own
going to be the
answer.
Jets.
Here's the thing, right? So
Grab one.
the Houston Texans, to me, are a team last year in the playoffs that played the Patriots very tough. The Houston Texans, even without J.J. Watt, have a phenomenal defense. Their quarterback, Deshaun Watson, right now is ridiculous. I love the guy.
Playing good ball.
He is playing out of his mind good ball. So I'm going to go dark horse team. Houston Texans, I'm going to say, are going to represent with all the stuff going in Houston, would be going on in Houston, be fitting.
Yep.
And as far I know, I said the NFC already. I thought about it a little more. The LA Rams right now with what Sean McVay is
The
doing.
Rams are.
They will.
Yeah, the Rams somehow are showing up.
I mean,
They're quietly
how about these?
kicking some ass.
How about the Rams and Texans? I
He's
mean,
so used to me pouring a beer in his glass. He almost blocked me from pouring a good beer.
how good a Super Bowl would that be with two young teams, two
I didn't
young
know it wouldn't
coaches?
be that good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
The last Rams
As we're
Super Bowl
chatting-
I
as
remember.
we're
I'm
chatting,
reaching-
you're looking
I'm
at the
reaching.
Stone
How'd that end, though?
Vengeful Spirit IPA as we're chatting. Go ahead.
How'd that end? The last Rams Super Bowl, a couple yards away from it.
that was a great Super.
That was a great Super Bowl.
We watched that.
You talking about the Titans?
Yeah, that was a great Super
We
Bowl.
watched
Kurt
that at
Warner
Doug's-
straight off the shopping.
at Doug's
shopping aisle.
grandparents' house. Actually,
Right
It's
into the
phenomenal.
Straight off from bagging groceries.
Tennessee
Yeah,
versus
man.
the Rams. That's where the St. Louis Rams with Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
wow,
Rams
that's
right now are
different.
really, really impressing me.
That's different.
I mean,
Tough team.
I'll be honest with you. I think the football this season is kind of like up in the air. There's a lot of teams that are stepping up. And I honestly don't think that the Patriots are
It's
the
a
ones that are
weird
going to
year.
win this
You
year.
know,
No,
the
I
thing-
don't think they're going to win this year.
And I'm not
Now,
saying that
I
necessarily.
don't think they're going to win
Dallas
this
will
year, but they'll win next year. They always do.
Before you get to what you're saying, the Patriots always go through a
I
stretch
think they win
like
this year or that's it. They're not
I-
gonna win
I-
next year.
Yeah, because I
They're not
think
gonna win next year.
Brady's on his way out.
They,
Yeah.
they always go
You can
through a
see it.
stretch like this where you're down and we're like, oh, they might lose.
Chris
two
is
games.
right. They
And
have a lull.
And they turn it
They have a
on.
mid-year
They
lull the
turn it
past
on.
5 years.
It's like they get bored almost, and they're like, "Oh, let's turn it on for the playoffs and just run the table."
They have
I
a
mean,
mid-year lull every year.
That's what they
You're
do,
right.
and
That's what
scares me.
That's a good call.
And Brady could still play ball.
Brady looks slow this year.
But even when Brady's at the point where he can't throw anymore,
still top
even when Brady's at the point where his knees don't work, even when Brady's at the point where he can't read a defense, he still goes home and sticks his dick in Giselle. Is that not? I mean,
hey-o.
I mean,
she looks like she's got manly features anyway, but I don't. I'm not a fan of her. But he can.
A man? What kind of man you been fucking?
What kind of men you been sleeping with?
She's got manly features that I'm not a fan of. Brady can shift the right way in the pocket. He can do subtle things to kind of elude the defense.
Dude, Gronkowski's coming alive lately.
Yeah, well,
I thought he'd be done with his back injuries. He's coming alive lately.
He's a big dude, man. He
stop banging out these porn stars.
Yeah. He's playing like young Gronk though.
Gronkowski molests every defender. Offensive pass interference is never called because he's so big. But whatever. That's what happened.
So have they caught on to Kareem Hunt?
Kareem Hunt.
What did he get? 54 yards last game.
Listen.
You know how you can tell Chris has been drinking?
What do you mean, no?
Like, wait a minute, Hunt sounds like cunt. Drink
He
Hunt.
got like 54 yards last game.
Chiefs?
Yeah.
How about my boy Tyreek Hill?
Some big plays.
How about my boy Tyreek? I got him all three of my fantasy
Tyreek?
teams. He's a beast.
Tyreek?
Number
hold
two.
on, let's focus. Let's focus for a
in the
second.
NFL.
Chris, did you pick an AFC team and did you pick somebody that wins the Super Bowl?
Yeah, okay. Oh, I didn't pick the Super Bowl winner. I'm sorry.
Pick a winner.
I went Texans and I went Redskins, but then I changed Redskins to Rams. I'm gonna go Houston Texans.
That's the craziest shit I ever heard in my life.
Houston,
the Texans and the Rams in the Super Bowl, and the Texans win it.
Who's watching that?
God, I hope you're right. There's no chance. Yeah, you're right.
I would love it.
Yeah,
you got the Raiders coming on. Derek Carr's healthy. You know what? I didn't even think of that. Derek Carr's
Raiders.
He's healthy.
So the Raiders. So the Super Bowl's gonna be the Raiders.
Raiders. The way they're playing right now, Raiders.
Raiders.
I didn't even think of the Raiders.
Wasn't that impressive?
The way they're playing right now, though.
Do you play the last game they played?
Come on,
I don't know,
come on, brother.
Listen, they both had. That's why I don't like these games when they come out with 4 days, 4 days right to the next game. That game
short week
doesn't really
Thursday
show how
Niners.
they got Hunt because it's a 4. Yeah. It's like a 3-day break and straight to a game.
But even people like Crabtree, who sucked for the Niners, is balling.
Yeah, he's out of his mind.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, Hunt is an animal.
He's balling because Derek Carr is a real deal.
Coming out of the gate,
Derek Carr is a real deal.
So what we learned going down the line and picking everybody's Super Bowl teams is that
Eagles win it all.
Eagles win it all.
Everybody is out of their minds except for me because the Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl. So listen.
Just remember, he said.
Anybody shocked Atlanta fell off like they did?
Yeah,
Houston Texans Super Bowl winner. Houston Texans.
But man, they fell off.
I picked Atlanta and New England.
They fell off like most beers Doug makes us drink.
Oh, that's hurtful. So listen, while we're talking about things that have fallen off, NBA. How does anybody feel? It's early. Anybody got any feelings on Lonzo Ball, the John Wall, Lonzo Ball?
Lonzo got a target on his back because of his father.
I'm surprised the Warriors aren't playing ball yet.
Can't blame him. But
what I'm shocked is
talk about the boy.
Is LeBron told Wade?
Carl Anthony Towns. We talk about Carl Anthony Towns at all, or what?
That's the man right there.
He's doing his thing,
man right there. That's family to my man.
Family.
This guy right here.
Literally family.
Literally.
Yo, shout out to the man.
Honorary member, whether he knows it or not.
Explain your relationship.
No, it doesn't matter.
No, don't get into that. Deep.
He's family.
Just hit me up on Instagram, Jason. I love you, bro. You want to do? I FaceTime with him one time. He's a cool dude.
He's doing his thing, man. He obviously.
FaceTime with his father.
He's obviously.
Hey, no, I FaceTime with him too.
Yeah.
I met his father in person at a FaceTime with homeboy. That's a cool dude, man.
Yeah, he's doing his thing, man. He's actually. He's doing
Yo, that's a squad.
They're a pretty good team, and they're part of a very hard division.
How many you think they'll ever get to the chip? And how many years do you think?
Another 5.
That's tough, man. The West is really strong.
3 to 5.
The West is super strong.
Another 5 years.
The Warriors have to fall off. The Warriors have to fall off.
Another 5 years. He's in the race for the chip and at the championship.
I would hope.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would hope he would deserve that.
Absolutely.
It's kind of like you're playing for second place with the Warriors on that side. You know?
Well, the Warriors only have but this much more in their windows closing because I don't think Klay Thompson's sticking around much longer.
What's the contract situation? Besides, what's Steph's contract?
I think Klay's taking a walk.
Clay's taking a walk? Okay.
He's taking a walk. Yo, Klay ends up on Houston.
No, but isn't Steph still on his rookie contract?
Do you think the Cavaliers are
so he might be walking too.
No, Steph's not going anywhere. That's Steph's team. As much as it's Durant's team, that's Steph's team.
If Klay leaves in recession.
You heard that?
Even though Dwayne Wade, without question, has diminishing skills, are the Cavs a lock in the
brother?
East?
LeBron James sat him down. You think Dwayne Wade selected to go to the bench? LeBron James is like, you're fat. You didn't come in shape. You're on the bench, bud.
Are they a lock?
But Dwayne Wade will do better coming off the bench.
Yeah, probably. He'll
Jay
be
hates
fresher.
LeBron, so we can't take his opinion. So
that's not a legit opinion.
I'm just kidding.
Are they a lock or is Boston a lock?
Boston ain't got to do
No,
shit.
Boston was a lock before the ankles went a flopping.
Jay, this is important because
Then he had the
I'm
injury
leaned off
issues,
to the side here. You think I'm gonna be on this camera at all? Or?
Who the fuck knows?
All right.
It's over there.
No,
Before the ankles went a flopping, Boston was gonna
not even.
Oh my God!
Who did you like?
He might not recover from that.
Who do you like better in that trade, Kyrie or do you like Isaiah Thomas?
Kyrie's a joke.
We touched on this last time.
Kyrie's a joke,
and it guaranteed.
I like Isaiah better.
Other way around, buddy.
Really?
The height,
Kyrie's more skillful,
the skill set,
but Isaiah Thomas is
the killer instinct. Listen, LeBron doesn't have that third ring without his shot.
Yeah.
Kidding me?
Yeah.
It's definitely Kyrie.
It's a team effort.
He's a competitor.
Well,
definitely Kyrie.
Isaiah Thomas, for what he's supposed to be doing.
If LeBron James didn't touch them children, he wouldn't be. What, y'all didn't know about that? Oh, yeah.
What children? What the fuck?
Yeah. I broke breaking ground here. Fuck LeBron. He's a child
Listen,
toucher.
I recognize these are just YouTube videos, but there is
I
such
know.
thing as slander. It
Yeah,
doesn't
LeBron,
exist.
yeah, for real. I just slandered
It
the
can
shit out
happen
of
even
him.
on YouTube. It can happen.
I know. Look, listen, LeBron, fuck you if you're watching.
This might be slander.
Fight me,
Hey,
punk.
Bron, I'm with you, baby.
Does anybody think
Bron?
Does anybody think Kyrie was really?
Nigga, we made it.
Yo, for real.
Fuck that.
Yo, does anybody think Kyrie was taunting at that wedding?
You like that, Bron? I had that long time ago.
Steph Curry said he did it out of respect because he liked that, but he was taunting the shit out of him. Come on.
As Kirk Cousins says,
I love LeBron. I don't give a fuck.
Kirk Cousins says,
I
you
love
like
LeBron.
You like that? I'll never be Jordan, but I like him.
I watch. Oh, here we go.
He would put his nuts right in Jordan's mouth.
When can he beat
Jordan?
When can he beat Jordan?
When is Jordan?
They've already talked about LeBron being dethroned. Do you know by who? I'll be shocked. I'll sit back.
Let me guess.
Ball?
No, be serious. Be honest.
Dethroned.
He's dethroned. Who do they think's dethroning him?
George St. Pierre.
Come on, be serious. Just
Is it a
name
current-
one down the line.
Is
I'm
it a
trying to
current
do what they
player
call
or a player?
Jay in his business.
Is it a
I'm trying to
college
do a
player or player in the
transition.
NBA right now?
It's a current player in the NFL.
Current player.
They've already talked on ESPN about him
NFL.
dethroning
Nobody.
NBA, you mean?
They've talked about it. Go.
NBA you're talking about.
Yeah. No, MLB.
You said NFL. You said NFL.
What Major League Baseball player is going to come in and dethrone LeBron?
That's why I said it.
NFL.
He said NFL.
Antonio
Judge?
Gates. Who?
Judge?
The fuck?
I'll give you a hint. His name's hard as fuck to say.
Horace Grant.
Oh, the Greek freak. I know what you're talking about.
Antetokounmpo.
You did say NFL though.
Antetokounmpo.
Dikembe Mutombo.
Listen, they've already talked about that man. They've already talked about that man's
LeBron
skill
gave
set.
him big props.
They've already talked
Hakuna
about that
Matata.
man probably already surpassing LeBron's talent level right now.
Please.
Yeah. LeBron
It's
said
not
it.
dismissible.
right.
LeBron
Dude's a
said it.
beast.
LeBron said it. He
What's
said
next?
He's a beast.
LeBron admitted it. He's a
Yeah.
beast.
He's not LeBron.
it. He's not LeBron.
What are you
But-
pointing at?
Just said
But
LeBron admitted it.
No,
You
LeBron did say it.
fucking half
LeBron
a
just said
marble.
it right here.
You half a
I
meatball.
wish I was LeBron. I wouldn't be sitting
So
here.
listen,
You were the half of
No
LeBron.
offense.
You be half of LeBron with that sweat coming off.
the Greek freak's already surpassed talent-wise, man. He's right now in LeBron's
What
career.
has he proven to this day,
Nothing.
my man?
Nothing.
That's
I haven't
right.
said that. I haven't
Let's
said
relax.
that. I haven't said he's proven
Okay.
that. But I'm saying
He's not hasn't
his
surpassed
skill
him in talent.
set. Damn.
He does have a great skill set. There's no question. But he's not LeBron James.
So okay, so forget about.
Let's
Listen,
advance.
Let's move away from LeBron and all that, and let's talk about something like real combat
Bron.
sports. Anybody. I'm begging anybody have any feeling on GSP and Bisping? Anybody?
Anybody see GSP's last couple of fights?
Listen, I don't care.
These were fucked up. Right
I
there.
respect GSP,
yeah.
man. I think he's always been a very good fighter. He's like the
His last 3
prototypical-
fights boring as fuck.
Take
I
him
don't
out.
care if it's boring.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't Mayweather, but listen. But listen,
Time to go out.
Obviously, you don't care if it's
Here's what I'll
boring.
say.
Is it
Boxing
time
guy.
to go out to pasture?
Shebang.
Time to go out to pasture.
it's been time to go out to pasture. Bisping's going to knock him back to Canada.
And if there's anything that I want more, is to see Bisping on his fucking back, crying and begging for
Oh, I don't
mercy.
like Bisping,
I fucking hate him.
but he's gonna
When
ring
Dan-
that fucking bell.
I remember when he first talked all that shit, and Dan Henderson beat the fucking.
Dan
You
Henderson.
know
living
what it
shit
reminds
out-
me of?
Dan Harrison whipped
Fucking,
that
he's like,
But you know-
I saw
shut
that
that.
fight.
You know what
piece of
Bisping
shit
reminds
up.
me of?
Who?
It's not for you. It's
Your
for
boy
them.
McGregor?
It's not for you. It's for them. A Hunter Hearst Helmsley, early stage.
Triple H.
But is that wrestling?
Yeah.
Correct.
That's why I said it's not. That's why I
He's
said it's
out.
not. That's why I said it's not for you.
He does though. He's
Maybe.
arrogant
Yeah,
like it.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
pompous.
But all
like
these
it.
wrestlers
He's
are arrogant.
I just-
You remember what did they
fucking
call him? The American. What was it? Hunter Hearst Helmsley when he showed up. The American
butthole.
I can't remember.
The American butthole. I think that's what it was.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
No, it was the American, like the American aristocrat or some shit. Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So-
yeah.
I think Bisping's
That's
going
right.
to knock him back into Canada.
Well, I just really hope he does not. I hope that fucking GSP just
No,
Been
I
out
like
of the game,
GSP.
breaks
what?
his fucking arm.
2 years.
I like
3
GSP,
years?
but I think
But
Bisping
listen,
wins.
GSP always stays in shape. This guy fights. Like
St.
he just
Pierre's,
trains
he's always
all
in
the
good
time.
shape, but that's
No,
not
he
everything.
He looks like he's
trains
in
all the
great
time.
shape. He does look like he's in great shape.
And
but
he
I think-
looks
I think
big
that's-
now.
So did Ken Shamrock when he fought Kimbo. Amazing
Yeah.
shape.
Yeah.
Rocked.
Stop it.
Ken Shamrock
Rocked.
was like 53 years old. Okay,
How
please
old
stop it.
GSP?
Maybe mid 30s.
If you're talking 35,
listen, Google. I don't know what the.
If you're talking 35, that is old enough.
Yeah.
Bisping got to be at least 47
to be over the fucking hill.
With his
Add
old ass.
to the fact,
I don't think
you've taken 2 years off the game. No fucking way, dude.
That's the thing. That's gonna be
Yeah.
He's still Bruce.
Yeah,
He's like Bruce Lee's
protocol. It's your time out of the ring.
First of all, take an up and comer and knock the rust off. No, go straight for fucking the champ. No, and first of all, he shouldn't have gotten the shot at the belt.
How is Bisping the champ? This is the fucking blows my mind. How is that piece of shit? Fucking, I can't stand
because he
it.
won.
Who did he beat though to be the champ?
There's a lot of politics.
Does he have Connor's belt?
Was it like that? He just claimed the fucking belt out of nowhere because he didn't beat like a world class fucking.
Yeah, he did.
Who has Connor's other belt? Who has the belt that they stripped Connor?
Hoist Gracie.
No.
Look.
Fuck it,
what do you go back in time with Chris?
Oh, 1994.
He's in a time machine with Chris. Hoist Gracie just woke up like, fuck, I'm the champ?
Huh? What? I don't want to do this anymore.
No, hell no.
Boxing and MMA, there's so much politics in terms of who gets the belt and the way bouts are judged and all this other bullshit. Like, we watch so many
Chris
boxing.
is so wet.
No, listen, we watch so many
He is
boxing
saturated
bouts.
for sure.
How many boxers shouldn't have won? And they won. Based on
all of them.
Based on the way the judges judge. I mean,
anyone that was
whoever
last name Mayweather.
That's what bothers me about MMA
worst.
and boxing. It's the same thing. It's like whoever the judges like, that's your winner.
Fuck
if it's
boxing.
a close bout,
Don't
it's
move.
always the same
look
guy.
Forward. Don't move. Just freeze frame. Look forward. Anybody knows Chris is talking to his mic like this? He's on the side of his mic like anybody know. He's literally on the side of his mic talking the entire fucking time.
Well, that's because you kicked it out,
he's still on it.
and now it's like.
Does anybody recognize? It's over here. Oh, I gotta talk to him.
Why you sound like you're in the tin can?
That's because you kicked it in front of me.
Hey, how you
I
doing?
can't even.
I'm gonna call you later.
Tin
can in a rope.
It's
What
better
the
now.
fuck?
If I turn it towards my face, it's right in my nose.
No, but I'll be honest with you
Hey,
too. Like,
did anybody hear anything about that Bisping fight?
I'm being serious.
I think Bisping's gonna actually.
No, I can't hear you and talk to you at the same time. I think Bisping's gonna win though.
No, I agree with you. Bisping's gonna win.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Thank you for that, both of you. But it's who they want to be champion. It pisses me.
Somebody's an asshole and didn't turn their phone off, Chris.
It's not my phone's on vibrate.
That was upstairs.
That's not me.
Good ear though, because I heard it too.
anyway,
Blame me for that.
Fuck
too.
upstairs too then.
Anyhow, no. Again, it just pisses me off the way that judges. That's who wins. It's whoever they want to
Is
win.
there a party going on
What the fuck is
upstairs?
going on upstairs?
What the fuck?
So what bothers me is that the fighters that win fights are
Winners.
favorites with judges and whatnot.
Fighters that win fights are winners. Correct.
No, not always, because there's guys
boxing or MMA.
both, and there's not always.
Boxing is worse than MMA.
They're both bad though. I mean, it's not always who should win that wins. It pisses me off.
I mean, this is what you can always
Or the
make
promoters or promotions.
You can always make this argument for almost any sport. Like, God, swallow the glass, why don't you? I mean, be honest. Like, even in MMA, and this thing pissed me off as a lot in the beginning as well. Even to this fucking day, it always comes down to if you don't knock the guy out, anybody could win.
That's the only way you can control your own destiny. Knock somebody out or
Knock
tap
somebody
them
out.
out.
It's
Knock
the
them
only
out
way.
or tap them out.
And I've seen that in MMA just as much as boxing.
If we're speaking of sports, not always the best wins. Can we acknowledge that the two best teams are in the finals in the MLB?
No, I think the Yankees are a better team than Houston.
At this moment, they are not.
No, they had a better bullpen.
Literally, the two best teams finally made it to the finals.
Yankees had the best bullpen in the major leagues.
Granted, but let's say,
question.
But the two best teams finally made it to the finals.
Wait. Here's where the difference.
I don't agree.
They performed the best. They weren't the best. On paper,
Cleveland was a better team than Houston was.
Yeah, but absolutely. On paper, they weren't the best team.
Yeah.
They performed better. There's a big difference.
That's the Yankees.
Party. What the?
All right. Cleveland was the best team.
The Yankees definitely didn't have the best team. They performed better.
Right.
There's a big difference between on paper who's the better team or who performed the best.
Right.
The Yankees got fucking hot, and when they get hot, man, they ran through the fucking Indians. And you know what? They ran through Houston in that early part of the series as well. That game 6 changed a lot of stuff.
That's like her ex is 12 inches, but he was out in 2 pumps.
Yeah, exactly.
You performed better.
Once it's in your fucking head, that's it.
If the Yankees have a 2-run lead, it's done.
I'm actually worried about Chris. Are you going to be okay?
I have a sweating
The amount of
issue.
perspiration.
He's so sweaty.
I've always been this way. I mean, for the most part.
Well, I mean,
It's not
I'm
normal.
so sweaty.
If our couch was taller, he would have that like Coming to America Afro sheen on the couch.
Like when I get up, there's probably an
Poppy peed on the couch.
There's probably
I touched it. Look at that.
Afro
There's
shit.
probably an outline
Soupy.
behind me on the couch when I get up. That's the funniest thing.
Speaking of an outline, Chris, maybe this is just for you and me.
You want an outline of my
Let's talk
dick?
about the hell.
Wow.
Let's talk about
they've
the Hell
been
in the Cell
friends.
for a minute. Did you see Hell in the Cell?
I
WWE?
did.
Frank, you can cut out on this one. Jay can pretend to cut out, but you know Jay's in on it.
Mm-hmm.
Any
He
thoughts?
likes.
Quick thoughts. WWE Hell in the
I
Cell.
don't like Kane coming back. I think that's kind of weird, and I don't like. I mean, it happened post pay-per-view. AJ Styles helped out. Then they rampage Monday Night Raw the next night.
Is Hulk
Hell in the
Hogan
Cell.
still in the league?
Frank,
Hell in the Cell, horrible pay-per-view. It was atrocious.
It wasn't good.
Last
I
week's
agree.
Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
It's same shit.
Stop it.
No, it is. But there's people
The
having
SmackDown
fights.
payper-view, TLC,
No, I dig it.
much better.
Yeah, all right. Well, we're not talking about that. So,
All right, well,
what would
same.
you give Hell in the Cell? Just quick.
We're gonna
Between
rate it
an A
like
and
a
an
beer?
F. Yeah, what do you want to give it?
I'll give it a 2.5.
Okay, I guess we're going to Gorillas. I said A and F, but all right, 2.5.
Shane O'Mac.
I'll give it a 2.5 too, actually. Shane O'Mac took that crazy bump
Yeah.
off the top of
You
his
have
head.
to. You have to respect.
You gotta respect that. He's an
you have
old
to
man.
respect that his age
Yeah.
doing that.
He's an old. He's a bit. He's
Dude
in great
is gonna,
shape.
yeah, he's going to kill himself.
He's in
It's
great
crazy.
shape.
But
though,
it's
for
not
his
the
age.
first time he's done it off a Hell in a Cell.
I mean,
No.
what Frank doesn't
No.
understand is
right?
it's
Shane
all
O'Mac
fake.
does
So,
that, bro.
When Shane jumps
WrestleMania.
off the top of the 25-foot cage, Frank is pretty sure it's all computer graphics, so it's not an actual
No,
human being
it's real,
crashing
Frank.
his body into a table. So
It could be it could be a collapsible foam
do you
pit.
think there's a mattress
Shane O'Mac
under the
hitting
table
that
goes
jump?
through, though?
Damn, dude.
Do you think there's
no, there's
something?
not.
Are you
They
sure?
showed
about
you the
that?
backside of it when he hit it. There's nothing there.
He's a crazy bastard. I mean,
And
When
you
he
see-
when he fell off, when Test hit him
Yeah.
with the kendo stick
Yeah.
and he fell off the
Yeah.
Titantron
Yeah.
and fell back into the thing there was a mat there.
Yeah.
And these idiots, when they showed the replay, they showed the back blew out, and you can see the big mat go like this when he hits
Oh.
it. On the table that he keeps jumping off of the
Bam.
last time and this time,
no paddock.
Bam.
it's just the normal table.
It's made to collapse.
Yeah, no, it
Which
falls
takes
apart
some
in
of
like
the
these two
impact.
parts and these two parts and
Right.
it falls down.
I might
But there
ask
isn't
for,
a mat there like there
But-
was.
I might ask for
The question
mattress
is,
if I was Shane. But
Would you do it? I wouldn't.
I wouldn't
No.
do it.
Fuck.
He-
No chance.
it takes a certain type of guy to
Well,
do
for a
that
couple
kind of
million
stuff.
bucks,
Well,
maybe.
yeah.
Shane's getting paid well.
If the price
So-
is right.
Well, his daddy pays him, so he's gonna.
but you got to
obviously
give him
pay
love for
well.
that, man. Shane O'Mac is a brave human being to do that.
no,
You're brave as
no
shit, dude.
question. I mean, look at the. I mean, Owen Hart. Rest in peace.
Well,
Look
he
what
has
happened
no
to him.
choice. He fell out of a fucking ceiling.
Well, he fell.
That's not
Shane
quite
O'Mac
the exact
or-
same.
No, but
Owen
still,
Hart, not
but
the
He
same.
fell like
Not
200
the
feet out of the air.
But still, he was the Blue Blazer, right? And
Can you imagine? That's the worst thing. Can you imagine that you died as the Blue Blazer?
As
Not
an
that you
alter
died-
ego.
Not even Owen Hart.
Not just that you died, but you died as the Blue Blazer.
As the
getting ready
Blue
to fight
Blazer.
The
And you get
Godfather.
impaled through a turnbuckle. To say
like
the
Doink
least.
the Clown
It's a terrible
dying.
way to go.
That's awful.
I think it was the last time I actually used to watch wrestling.
Awful.
Did
We
you
saw
see
that
that,
pay per view.
Frank?
We saw that
Actually,
pay per view.
this
That was
live.
brutal.
Awful.
I mean,
I
that's.
saw when it happened. I was
All right,
like,
best pay per view ever. WWF. Shawn Michaels winning the belt and crying there as he beat Bret Hart in the Iron Man match. Great.
These are
great.
people that have not seen current pay per views.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
you know what was one of the better pay per views I've ever seen? That night, the CM Punk beat John Cena for the title and left in the crowd and gave McMahon one of these on his way out the door.
well,
that was one of the pay per views I've ever. One of the best pay per
No,
views.
I did love a recent pay per view.
Money in the Bank 12 or 13.
I love
or
the recent pay per view with CM Punk.
How do you feel about Cock Lesnar
You don't
beating The Undertaker?
wait, was 1, 2, 3 kid when inside that?
Yeah,
No,
that was like
but
96.
I know,
Do you like-
CM Punk got leveled, beat the fuck up, and then went, "I'll be back." No, you won't.
Do you like Cock Lesnar?
Well, that's the difference between real
ending the
fighting
streak?
and
Yeah. He
scripted
goes-
fighting.
This transfers. No, it doesn't.
The problem with CM Punk is he takes class. Like he
Tybo.
No, he learns jujitsu. He's in a jujitsu class. But it's one thing to be in a jiu-jitsu class, and it's one thing to be a professional fighter, which
Yeah.
he's not.
Yeah.
But not for nothing. It's the guy's first fucking fight,
Yeah.
and he went into the UFC and got the fuck beat out of him. The guy has no business in the UFC.
No,
his first
I give him
fight.
credit though.
They didn't-
Lesnar
they didn't
did.
protect him.
Lesnar did.
You know what I said about Kimbo
Lesnar
Slice?
did, but he was juiced out of his mind.
No. Who was
Kimbo
Lesnar's
did.
first
Kimbo
fight?
did it.
Kimbo did.
No, he
not.
didn't.
Oh,
That was not his
fight.
first professional fight. Well, that wasn't his first fight. Kimbo was on YouTube
No,
beating
Kimbo
up the
wasn't
fuck
his
out of
first.
people and
But it was
can't
his
think
first
of-
professional
I can't
fight.
think of the guy's
CM Punk
first
went
fight.
from fake fighting to like the UFC. It's
But
not
oh
did
that
he
my
not
God.
look abysmal.
And he's a little guy.
Wait, he just, what was that term he just used?
fake fighting.
There you go. All right, just want
It's scripted, Frank. Everybody knows it's scripted.
We know that, though.
Guys
It's so
still
well
get
for men.
They don't close their fists, and it's
Guys
fake
still get
fighting.
hurt and die.
To a dude
in
that's
Owen
gonna
Hart's
punch you
case.
in the
Guys
face
still
for
die,
real.
literally die.
That's not exactly the same
shouldn't
thing as
die
Kimbo
faking
Slice
it,
is
though. That's
punching
just weird.
people in the
Shouldn't die
face for
faking it.
real.
I will defend wrestling to this point. I will not watch a soap opera, but I will watch the
They're
wrestling
still
soap opera. It's
athletes.
just soap opera for dudes.
They
It's-
still-
and it used to be so, but you gotta understand, it's
But
never
listen,
been better.
I don't
It's
hate
never
it.
been
I don't
better.
hate it.
Yeah, you do.
It's never been better than early When The Rock first came out and was that was so good.
Who's the best WrestleMania performer? Is it The Undertaker or is it Shawn Michaels?
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn
by
Michaels
far.
or The Undertaker?
Shawn
I gotta
Michaels
go
by
Undertaker.
far.
Shawn Michaels.
I don't have an issue.
Okay.
God damn it.
Shawn
Is that
Michaels
me?
Razor Ramon ladder match.
I'm sorry, that is me. Sorry, hold on.
Come on, I knew you.
Shawn Michaels Razor Ramon ladder match.
All right, listen.
That shit was nasty.
That was-
WrestleMania
yeah,
10. That shit was.
Shawn Michaels
good.
Bret Hart
That was a
Iron Man
match.
match.
That was a good
12.
match,
WrestleMania
yeah.
12.
I actually saw
Also
Shawn
good.
Michaels live team up with Big Daddy Cool Diesel fight the
Diesel,
Undertaker and
yeah.
Bret Hart, and I will admit, when them lights went off, chills. Doom.
Yeah.
I met Ric Flair once in
Did you
real
really?
life. He let me hold his belt and he did this move to me right here.
Are you serious?
I was
how
probably.
old were you?
I was probably 7. I was in the Norfolk Scope, Norfolk, Virginia. My mom took a job selling T-shirts.
Wow.
Because she knew I like to go to the NWA. The NWA, the only real wrestling promotion.
Yeah.
I'd go to the NWA and I'd go every week at the Norfolk Scope because we live 5 minutes away. I saw the Road Warriors come out. There's nothing as a kid.
Wow.
And listen, I'll explain to you. How much time do you have left?
We're good, bro.
Let me explain to you why I love pro wrestling. I was a little kid sitting in 3-4 rows back, right?
I know what you're
My
going to
mom was in the back selling T-shirts. You've never experienced anything like the local radio host being in the ring announcing the fucking Midnight Express with Jimmy Cornette, right? That music
Jimmy
hits. It was
Cornette,
like
yeah.
boom, 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 boom,
Wow.
boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
It was the most 80s music comes out.
Yeah.
The Midnight Express hits the ring. Fucking Iron Man starts playing. Here comes the Road Warriors. The Road Warriors hit the ring in a
Spiked
cage
out.
match with the Midnight Express.
Wow.
Animal and Hawk, baby.
Yeah,
They beat the
Animal Hawk.
shit out of the
You know-
Midnight
you know
Express in
more
like
about
10
wrestling,
minutes,
though.
and you pay your money to go see this. The Road Warriors beat the Midnight Express in like 10 minutes, and then Jim Cornette gets
Absolutely.
in the ring. They beat up Jimmy Cornette. They rip up his bright yellow pants,
Absolutely.
and they start throwing his pants into the crowd. The dude right behind me, there was a strip of this much of Jimmy Cornette's yellow pants. He caught him, gave them to me. And I'm like, this is amazing. At that
Wow.
moment, I was hooked. I didn't give a fuck. I don't care what, I'm not saying
no.
you, but I'm saying like, I don't mean
Absolutely.
you, but I'm saying like, I don't care what you think,
Yeah.
you think, whatever.
As a little
At that
kid,
moment, I'm
yeah.
like, I've never experienced anything
Yeah.
like this. The energy
Yeah.
that was in that building was unbelievable. It was
Yeah.
a different time in
Yeah.
pro wrestling where
Yeah.
like,
It was a good time. The
you were
best time.
just there to
Yeah.
see the people.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck if they suck?
Would you have shit if Bret Hart gave you his glasses?
No, because
would've
I didn't
had-
like
he would've had
WWE.
it.
I grew up in the South. I wasn't a WWF guy. I was an NWA guy.
Yeah.
So
But didn't Animal and Hawk transfer?
they went to the WWF,
yeah,
but they
yeah,
started
yeah.
in the NWA.
Yeah.
Well, they started elsewhere, but they ended up in the NWA. So like when this show was over, my mom has to go go backstage with everybody else to count their money.
Oh.
Blah blah blah. I'm in the backstage. I met the Italian Stallion. Nobody knows who that is. He was a
Everybody
job guy.
knows that.
The Italian Stallion. Back there, Ric Flair. Hey son, how you doing?
Wow.
Lets me hold the fucking
Wow.
20-pound belt, whatever it was. Shakes my head, like
Did you get a
tosses
chubby?
my hair. Yeah, I came.
I
I go in the
would've-
back. I'm asleep on a table. Pro wrestlers all
Wow.
around me. Mom's counting money,
Wow.
and I was like, "This is the fucking life."
That's
if I was
awesome.
more of an athlete, I'd
Yeah.
be a pro wrestler right now.
Yeah.
But I'm lazy, so
Yeah.
I'm not an athlete. So
But back then you could have been because there was,
Yeah,
there was
maybe.
people like
the fucking energy.
Dusty
there's nothing.
Rhodes
There's
and-
nothing
That's
that'll
crazy.
even in today. We've gone to Raw a million
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Even in today's environment, there's nothing that'll ever match the energy of being in the Norfolk Scope, in the middle of the fucking South. The NWA was hot as it's ever been.
Wow.
Even the shit, like the jobber guys on the card, they'd be like, hey, the Italian Stallion's coming to the ring, and the fucking place popped. Popped
Wow.
like crazy.
That's great. That's cool.
The heels, Ric Flair's coming to the ring, and they booed him. Even though you loved him, you booed him. It doesn't matter. The whole building booed him.
Yeah,
It was
you
just
want-
the bad
yeah,
guy.
But you
Just
get
emotions,
the
yeah,
height
yeah.
of the WWF WrestleMania when it's Hulk Hogan going against Macho Man Randy Savage, and an entire arena
Right.
is exploding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those days are long gone, no question. But
You're right.
those moments stick with me, and that's why
It's
I'll
sad
be a
those
pro
are
wrestling
gone.
fan until the day I die.
I mean,
Listen,
don't-
my interest wanes and weans, and like right now, I watch Raw and SmackDown on fast forward, just to blah, 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 and I'll watch all the pay-per-views. I'm not as much of a fan as I was
No, same,
even during
same
the Monday
here.
Night Wars.
Same here.
But that time period, the 88, 89,
They knew how to
90
capture an
in the
audience, for
NWA
sure.
and the Norfolk Scope.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
if I could bring you guys back
It's
in time,
not-
you would understand where I come
it's
from.
not
It's
comparable.
energy
Like-
that I've never felt before.
Well,
in
see,
my
that's
life.
how
There's
that's-
nothing to compare it to.
Yeah, so I mean, what can you say? I mean, that's why. And Frank can talk shit, but that's why
No.
pro wrestling is. You know what I mean?
I don't talk
didn't
shit, man.
experience
Look,
it the same way.
I get his enthusiasm. Listen,
Then did you know it was fake?
No, I didn't. Actually, I didn't. I didn't know.
Oh,
it was
As a
fake.
little kid, you're
But
not
see,
going to know.
look-
that.
No, I
but,
think it was-
even as a child, I did.
No,
I think it was
did
1990
you
or
though?
1991.
I did.
You really did as a little kid?
No, I honestly did.
It was either 90 or 91.
When I watched-
I'll never forget this match. It was an NWA match, and I think they may have been bought by WCW at this point. It was a House of Horrors match or something like that, they called it. So basically, it was Cactus Jack and Sting and Abdullah the Butcher, Harlem Heat, and whoever.
Wow.
They're doing a move, and I saw a dude pile drive another man on a concrete floor, and I was kind of like, I was growing up to the point where I was kind of like,
You put him science.
So, but what really threw it to me is that Abdullah the Butcher, I think it was Rick Steiner. Put Rick Steiner, the whole thing was, you had to get your opponent in the electric chair. You got him in the electric chair, and you threw a switch, and they were supposed to electrify, and that's how you won the match. Craziness. But Abdullah throws Rick Steiner, the good guy, in the electric chair, and the handle on the cage, you can see it in the background, falls forward, but nothing happens, right? Yeah. So, like, Rick Steiner, like, he comes to, he punches Abby and Abdullah the Butcher in the face, gives him the belly, puts him in the chair, and then somebody's like, he flips the switch up, and then flips it down again, and Abby's like, and the whole electrocutes, and I was kind of like, wait a minute, this isn't real? What? I think that's when I started, like, I always knew that I was like, oh, I can't believe these people can survive this kind of a punishment, but that match where I was kind of like, oh, this is fake.
Well, here's the thing from
I was a kid.
The deeper doldrums of this, like, there's New Japan Wrestling, there's ECW Old School. This shit was real. Like, there was a lot of gruesome, awful...
ECW, as violent as it was, still not real.
No, it's all scripted still. Like,
it's
these dudes were taking those shots to the head for sure. But you still knew, hey, Tommy Dreamer, you're going to come out, you're going to beat Chris Candido, you're going to win the match.
Right.
Exactly. But everything in the middle was like, let me get that cheese grater from the crowd, and I'm going to hit you in the face with the cheese grater.
But
I just love that spawned backyard wrestling, and we got some good footage out of some
backyard. Oh, for sure.
But even in the WWF, they used to cut themselves with razor blades. And if you see some foreheads these days,
they're puffed out.
They're graveyards.
It's a tiny piece of razor blade. They wrap it in tape. They would put it under their tongue. Hogan was famous for taking it out of his tongue. What they do is they give it a little cut like that, put it back, and it would kind of break the skin. They got the professionals.
Who almost killed himself? New Jack almost killed himself.
No, New Jack almost killed somebody else. Oh. They would get it to the point where like it almost broke your skin. So what happened is like here I would come now, and they would just blood.
But New Jack,
Dusty Rhodes, his head was ground beef.
Ground beef.
Abdullah the Butcher, his head was ground beef. These guys that just bled every. And the problem with Dusty was. They did fucking War Games. You remember War Games back in the 89 and 90?
He's got a horrible forehead right now.
The Great American Bash. They did War Games like 15 times in a month. This dude bled every time.
Yeah.
So he just cut his head.
It's scripted, but it's still like injury occurring. Like it's still like.
Yeah, but see, here's my whole thing.
So
serious injury.
There's injuries that occur in porn.
But
pop into the wrong hole.
Scripted,
but doesn't.
I could walk into the street and get hit by a bus.
It's a little different, but it's scripted injury. And it's still gruesome injury.
You guys misconstrue that how I feel about wrestling. It's not like that I don't like it. I used to like it before. I obviously did. I knew from the bat it was fake because my father was like, that's fake. Like, he was like, he's not gonna make me enjoy it. He's like, why are you watching this shit?
But my father also said that
I like the performances, but my only issue is like there's these people, and they're especially in the sport,
juiced up out of their minds
that they think it's so fucking real. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then they consider it a sport. Now, let me get you.
No question.
When you say a sport, when I consider something a sport, you don't know who the final person is going to win. You don't know who's going to win. Wow. That's my only plight with wrestling. I have nothing against it. I haven't watched it in a long time.
I agree it's not a sport, but
it's sport.
But I also do agree. I agree it's not a sport, but I agree they are athletes.
They're athletic. Absolutely. I never said they weren't. I never said they weren't.
They blow knees out. They blow, they blow.
And not for nothing, but today's pro wrestlers are athletes compared.
Again, because they're doing shit.
When the Road Warriors hit the ring back in the 80s,
shit that just
the Road Warriors hit the ring, they give you this move. Boom.
But look at
they kicked you, they punched you.
These new guys are doing
and then they pinned you and they walked away.
But they're proven athletes. Look at Batista going into the MMA. Look at Goldberg going into MMA. Or not Goldberg. Brock Lesnar going into MMA. They're athletes by far and large. They're soap opera actors, but athletes.
Lesnar's the most protected guy in WWE.
Yeah, he is.
He's unbelievable.
He's going to make a comeback.
No, he's not.
He's going to make a comeback.
No, he's not. I'll bet. How much you want to bet right now? Name an amount of money.
They extended his contract.
Because here's the thing: they're going to extend his contract at the end of WrestleMania. Yeah. He's signed through WrestleMania, which is March. They're going to extend him, and Vince has already said, "Why would I let my top earner go to MMA?" There's no reason.
Does he beat Jinder at Survivor
Especially
Series?
to fight John Jones, who's not in a sure fight
because he wants to do one more fight to help out with not going out with that fucking.
No, he doesn't.
But you can hold that off.
No, he doesn't.
Though.
He doesn't
that
care
Hunt fight hurt his legacy
because
bad.
You know how many interviews he's done? He does not care. He's the guy.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar's on record saying right now that if you signed Chris right now to a WWE contract, he'll lay down for Chris. He'll let Chris beat him. He does not give a fuck. If you pay him, he's like, pay me, I'll show up, I'll do whatever you want me to do. I don't care.
But in here,
Yeah, but you don't understand. He's going to sign a contract. He's not going to have
money.
a choice.
It's money. Money.
Vince
talks.
has already said, I'm not going to let my fighter, because last time they did that, he beat the guy and he got popped for drugs.
Yeah.
So it means they couldn't even use him on WWE TV. They couldn't be like, hey, this is our monster that beat the MMA guys. They couldn't use him.
Yeah.
They got nothing from it. So they're not going to let him fight again. They already said they're not going to let him fight again.
It's business.
So
I hope
if
him and
he's-
John
if-
Jones fight and they just get coked out of their mind before the fight, banging a bunch of hookers.
It's not happening.
If the day after WrestleMania comes and he resigns, he is not fighting John Jones. You just give it up. It's not going to fight.
If
It's
he
not gonna happen.
resigns.
If he loses his belt,
If he resigns.
There's no
If
question.
Dana White walks
He's
up to him
gonna
and goes, I can get you a Jones fight and it'll be bigger than Mayweather
It won't happen.
Floyd.
It won't happen. WWE will pay him more money than Dana White's going to pay him.
so in
Frankly,
turn-
I don't think Dana White's going to pay him the kind of money because he's not because the John
He
Jones
never-
fight
he's
is
never
tainted
been-
now.
No, but he's never
By
been
both
known
sides.
Right.
he's not getting matched.
Nobody. I mean,
He's
John
not-
Jones is fucked. I mean, Daniel Cormier is
Dude,
now the better.
one of the
better
saddest
fighter.
He's
stories
not matching
ever in
with
MMA,
McMahon.
John
He's
Jones.
not going to match what McMahon
Sad.
pays him.
Natural
That's
talent
it. I
could have
mean,
been the best ever.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, Cormier has essentially made John Jones a joke.
John Jones could have been the
and
best
Brock Lesnar's
ever.
not going to
Could have been the best
Could
ever.
have been the best ever.
Cormier
Lesnar's not going to come
crying
back
in the
to fight
ring.
Jones at this point. He doesn't care.
No, I'm not.
Why would Lesnar come back to fight Jones? Lesnar has the Lesnar
Did
shows
Cormier
up.
get the belt back?
Lesnar shows up 12.
Would
Lesnar
you-
shows up
Yeah.
12 times a year.
Yeah.
Call it. for
Would you want to
WWE.
change that if you're
They
making
pay him multi-million dollars.
Yeah.
Multi-million dollars for 1 year contract. He shows up WrestleMania the night after WrestleMania. Another pay-per-view the night after. Another pay-per-view. He shows up 12 times a year.
and he's not going to get hurt because it's scripted. So
Right.
would you change
and
it?
the
He can
Monday
get
night,
hurt.
the Monday, no,
Yeah, but
no,
you
no,
get
no,
hurt
no.
in
The Monday
MMA.
Night Raws that he shows up to, he stands there while Paul Heyman
Yeah.
talks about. Paul Heyman plays the old school carnival barker,
Yeah,
old
yeah.
school pro wrestling manager
Yeah.
that
Right.
everybody is. He
Great
gets
at
paid
that,
millions
but
of dollars
still,
to
yeah.
stand there and do this move
Yep.
while Heyman tells him how great
Isn't
he
that
is.
crazy? That's his living.
Well, Jimmy
He
Hart
gets
talks
paid-
him up.
He gets paid that kind
Right.
of money to go in a ring and just bounce around.
And he
Isn't that
wrestles at
crazy?
WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor
insane.
Series, and Royal Rumble, and then maybe one other one.
That's crazy to
The
me.
dude, there's no chance. Why would you ever
Never
fuck that
Never.
contract up?
That's a life. That's the life right there.
That dude has extended his contract. Listen to me.
He's
when
right.
he came back from MMA, when he came back from the UFC, and he
Yeah.
came back that one
Yeah.
night and hit John Cena in his fucking head, and then decided he was going to come back.
Oh, Orton.
No, John
Oh,
Cena.
Cena.
When he first
Oh,
came
yeah,
back,
yeah. I'm
he
sorry.
fought
I'm sorry.
John Cena.
Yeah.
That was the best decision he ever made in his
Yeah.
entire life. He's making millions of dollars,
Yeah.
and he works 12 nights a year.
Yeah. I've never changed that.
He went from here. I'm talking
Yeah.
to here.
So what I'm saying is, like, everybody can pick it up, right?
That's what.
this
That's
dude
what
is
the.
on fire
That's what
tonight.
wrestling talk does to me.
Listen, real quick on Game of
Shows and
Thrones. I don't know
movies.
if you heard this, Jay. This is why I wanted to bring this up.
Bang it out.
What's his name? Kit Harington.
Yeah.
Who plays Jon Snow, for those who don't know.
Who's married to Ygritte, or
read
dating
the
Ygritte.
final script, the last episode ever, and he broke down into tears. What do you think that means?
Oh, he's dying.
What do you think happens?
He broke down into tears.
Broke down into tears.
I didn't hear
Hysterical
this.
crying.
Either A, he dies, or he is the fucking hero.
He has to sleep with the hound.
It could be just as simple as, hey, the series is over and he couldn't
Yeah.
handle it.
Yeah. It
He
could be.
bangs the hound.
Jesus.
I'd cry. No?
Jesus Christ. I don't think that's
I don't
what
think the
happened.
house would end up.
I'm pretty
What
sure
do you
that's
think?
not what's going to happen.
Does he sit on the throne? Does he end up dying? What do you think happens?
I think he takes the throne, but his lover dies, and he couldn't handle that, man. I think Daenerys dies as he takes the throne.
I do think Daenerys dies too.
Daenerys
I
dies
think
as he takes
dies.
the throne. I don't think
Because
he can
Daenerys
handle
is
that.
getting cocky, so I think Daenerys is
Yeah,
going to end up
she's
dead.
like-
Yeah.
And it's too easy. Like, she's been so powerful
Yeah.
the whole time.
Or he
She's-
cried because that
pretty,
sick
though. Pretty-
bastard
pretty
that
woman.
writes the fucking show went ... To be continued. Or he sopranoed it and just closed
Yeah,
out.
I was just gonna say, or Jon Snow was sitting at a table and like, what's his name? Ramsay Bolton comes back from the dead and just happens to walk behind him, and the camera cuts out. You never know what happens. In that.
He's not coming back from this one.
Just not in the face.
He
Tony.
came back once, not this time.
And along the same sort of idea, Walking Dead. Anybody watch Walking Dead?
Yes.
Not
See the
since
season premiere?
Glenn
Yes.
died.
Yeah.
Oh, you're out of this one.
All out
Season
war.
premiere?
All
Season
out
premiere, you
war.
saw it?
Yeah.
Nah, I haven't
What do you
seen
think? What's going on? Why is Rick crying? And what do you think happens?
I don't know
dies.
yet. I don't know. It's
Carl dies.
I don't know. No, I don't.
No, I think
Carl
he's
dies.
crying and he's standing
Well-
in front of those graves and he's an old man thinking about the future
Yeah.
because Carl dies.
Well, Rick's whole family's died already, right? Except for Carl. That's it.
Well, the
The
wife.
baby.
Judith.
Well, the baby.
No,
No,
yeah,
the baby's alive.
Judith.
The baby is alive. I'm sorry.
And
So,
she gets
but if
eaten
you,
this
did you see
season.
the first? Did you
No, but he's close with Michonne now too.
Yeah, but
That's his girl.
Judith gets eaten.
Yeah, but does
she gets eaten this
Michonne
season.
Michonne die?
Judith gets eaten this season.
well,
and
Judith
then
is
Carl
dead
dies.
in the comics.
Does Michonne die?
No, she gets
No,
eaten
because
this
here's
season.
the thing. All right, here's the thing. Did you see the first episode?
Yeah,
of the season
yes,
premiere?
yes.
Spoiler alert. So they're showing you a future version of him.
Yes.
Right. So he's old and fucked.
Right,
He's got his cane, and Judith is old as fuck too.
right.
But Carl and Michonne didn't age in his vision. So that leads me to believe that Carl and Michonne are dead. That's my opinion.
Good point.
Carl and Michonne die. Michonne. Carl and Michonne
What if
dead.
Michonne was dyeing her hair black?
What did I say? Michonne?
Michonne.
Whatever the fuck.
What if Michonne was dyeing her hair black?
No, her argument was like, well, black don't crack. Yeah, okay, maybe. But he's like 70, and you look the exact same age.
He looks
so my opinion
older.
is that Carl and Michonne are dead, and that's why he's sitting there with his eyes bawling. He stands in front of 2 freshly dug graves in the season premiere.
Yes.
And he's having a problem, and he's envisioning himself at the future he'll never have. That's my guess.
I don't know yet. I mean, I
still say he wakes up in a coma and
40
Shane's
seconds.
alive. My theory's still he's in a coma, wakes up, Shane's alive.
There's no chance. Shane can't be alive because Shane is the fucking Punisher. You can't save him, Rick.
You can't save him, Rick.
The Punisher coming out November 17th, and that shit looks lit.
As long as we all agree they killed Shane too quick.
Anybody see the?
They did kill him.
They could have been like,
but he was banging his wife though. That's the thing. So
Hey, listen.
But
he's doing the right thing, man. He's raising Shane's kids.
So is the guy from Prison Break.
But it was kind of like he didn't have a choice. That's kind of what it came down to.
Anybody see the preview for the new Punisher series?
That's just gonna.
Oh,
it
dude,
looks fucking sick.
So
Yo,
good.
Shane is fucking it up.
So good.
Can't save him, Rick.
He needs to act more, man. He was great in Fury.
Nah, it doesn't
I
matter.
love that dude as an actor.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
I'd take him over Tom Hardy.
Oh, stop it. Tom Hardy, the new Venom. You saw? Good
So
talk,
much
Jack.
other-
I
Anyway,
didn't like
so listen.
Tom Hardy's version of.
Well, what you have to do
He does sound like that.
a little bit of.
No.
Nobody cared who I was.
He did
When
sound
the
like that.
original,
In Mad
when,
Max, he
listen,
sounded
when the
like that
original
whole
Bane was juiced out of his mind and just.
Yo, but Tom Hardy is fucking jacked, bro.
But come on, his Bane wasn't
Tom Hardy
good.
is jacked.
His
Is he
Bane
He
wasn't
wasn't
good.
in Mad Max.
His Bane wasn't good.
Tom Hardy is fucking jacked. You
Was
ever
his
seen Tom
Bane
Hardy?
good?
I haven't seen him lately. No, I saw.
I didn't
him
like
in
that
Mad-
whole movie. So I
You
mean,
didn't like what?
the third Dark
But his
Knight.
Bane was awful.
No, but what are you gonna do for Bane though? Who are you gonna get
The
to play
original,
Bane?
just some jack dude that doesn't
No, but who are you
talk.
gonna get to play Bane?
Just a jack
They
dude that
tried
doesn't
It
talk.
didn't
Grunts,
work.
Yeah, it worked. The original worked.
There's a million. There's a
original
million
work.
Jack
Who
dudes
was the
that don't
original?
talk.
Exactly.
Yeah, Batman
No,
Forever. It did not
exactly.
work.
But exactly.
Did you see Batman Forever?
Yes, and Poison Ivy. It was great.
Bane worked in that movie?
I loved it.
Jay, cut your own mic off.
I loved it. He didn't talk. He was,
Listen, there's no question that the British accent made no sense.
wasn't
but other
more,
than that,
more annoying.
that was as good of a Bane as you're going to get in modern
But that was
movies.
more annoying than anything. That I'd rather have Bill Goldberg be Bane.
Bill Goldberg.
If you got somebody else to voice it, I could see that, yeah.
Remember him in the good call. Remember in The Longest Yard? Oh, you brought your
He's
pet
in a new
iguana.
movie.
That was a
He's in
great
a-
movie for not being a great movie. But
Goldberg's
yeah.
in a new movie coming out, actually.
Is he
He's
really?
in a, what the fuck's it called? American Satan.
I don't hear
I
that.
think that's what it's called. I know.
That's
you
a
have
B
hard time
movie,
with that.
obviously.
No, I mean it's about
a
like
B-movie.
it's about a band that they can't quite make it, and they make a deal with Satan, and then they get everything they ever
Curtis
dreamed
Jackson's new movie looks good.
of. He has a new movie.
Yeah, with
Why was he
Gerard-
making a new movie?
with Gerard Butler?
Why would he make a new movie?
looks
Just
amazing.
live off of power
It
money.
looks
was
so
that?
good. He's a bank robber and he ends up robbing like the Fort Knox of banks.
Interesting.
Well, speaking of movies, let's talk about the 2 big ones coming out in November, and then we'll get the fuck out of here. First one, Thor Ragnarok. Anybody? Any
I'm
feelings?
fucking waiting for that. That shit looks
Can't
tough.
wait. Yeah.
It is
Tired
right
of
now,
it.
as we sit here on this couch. Who knows about when this airs? As we sit on this couch, it is the highest rated Marvel movie ever.
Tired of it.
Wow.
Insane.
Wow.
The whole Thor thing. The last one wasn't good.
They drag it out.
It
The
wasn't great.
last one was not great.
It wasn't
Okay,
great.
okay,
But this
okay,
is
okay.
of all
This
the
one looks
however
good.
many Marvel movies there are
But
leading
okay.
up to this point, it's the highest rated Marvel movie.
The,
The-
all right.
The viewership is
But
still.
we agree. The last
Love
one
this
was not
movie.
great.
No, the second one wasn't great. I love the Thor movies. The second one was not great.
The
though.
viewership is always very
If
good. though.
they pick it up for the next one, I'll jump back on board. But
It's
the
the
last one,
highest rated Marvel movie
the last one was
right now.
Over Justice
Every one of
League?
them. Justice League is not a Marvel movie, guy.
No, I'm just saying in general. Like,
Hold on.
oh, you said Marvel.
Listen.
Sorry. Go back.
Marvel movie.
All right, your next movie was what?
Justice League. A whole different brand, though. It's not the same thing.
Where,
So
where
2
do you
weeks-
put? I think.
they were
I think
cool.
2
Justice
weeks later,
Jason-
Justice League. Here, Justice League is a little bit of a fucking disaster, though.
Jason who?
They had to bring
Momoa?
a second. They had to bring a second director in because bless Zack Snyder, his daughter committed suicide. What are you gonna say, man?
dude.
It's a horrible thing for him to never have to go through. But
Apologies.
in the process of Joss Whedon coming in to finish the film, they apparently changed the whole direction, the whole theme.
Jeez.
Who knows how the movie's gonna
The
turn out?
movie
It's
will
getting
be
some
good
positive
because of
buzz.
Jason Momoa.
Yo, I hate Aquaman, but he makes me want to watch Aquaman.
I know, right?
Dude, Aquaman's the weakest character ever, and he made him a boss.
He's like the Rock of like.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa is definitely the Aquaman is the Rock of based on the new previews. He's the Rock of the. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. I can't watch Chris. Chris is just fighting with his mic. I can't.
Momoa is definitely another character they killed off way too early. Game of Thrones. They wish they bought Khal Drogo back. They tried with the ghetto Walmart version. Didn't work out.
Wasn't the best.
Yeah, I mean that dude. Listen, that dude he's got a show where it's like the 1600s or something like that. Where
it's like a frontier type thing on the England.
And not for nothing, but he's signed. I mean, he's gonna be in Justice League 2, 3 Aquaman movies.
But what's he doing beyond that?
He's set.
Doesn't matter. That dude's gonna make the kind of money he needs.
But
he
can't hold a movie on his own, which is important for legacy.
No, but
money's money. That's fine.
Some money's more important for most
the amount of money you're gonna make from the Justice League movies, he can cash that money
and
make art house pictures for the next 5 years. Who cares?
No,
him and who's he with? Lisa Bonet. Him and Lisa Bonet are going to be just fine.
You start art house and you turn into Jim Carrey.
Do you think they really care that much when they're set and they're like, the rest of my life?
Nobody goes full Jim Carrey. Let's not talk about Jim Carrey.
I give vacation the rest of my life. Do you think they care? Like they're set. Do you think they really give a shit? Most
egos let them give a shit. I guarantee you.
I bet you he never top tier guys. Yes.
I don't know if that guy cares.
I don't bet.
This is a dude.
I bet he's not like one of those actors who like his prowess was acting. He was like he had a big body. He was like I can use this to my advantage.
This is
I can get these fucking movies that where he comes out like the big guy.
This is a dude who at Comic-Con, when they asked him what he loved the best about his role, said, "I get to rape beautiful women," which was fine. And now a year and a half later, everyone fucking Twitter came for him, like, "You said this a year and a half ago," and he was like, I'm so insensitive. I apologize," because that's the world we live in now.
He did not say so.
No, he did.
He apologized.
Of course, he had to apologize because Affleck's getting shitty press for the fucking Justice.
I just want to let you know. Yeah. If this show blows the fuck up, and you bring up shit I said yesterday, you will never get an apology out of me.
No, for sure.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, literally. Fuck that.
And he probably still
political correct, the pussification of America. Anyways,
it's out of control.
If you're talking about roles that like are legendary that you don't care about, fine. Wolverine. Fine. But he's done other things.
Yeah, he's done some other stuff.
But you're not going to look back years from now and go, but Aquaman, as good as those movies could be.
We don't know that. That dude could very well. I'm not trying to be a dick.
Really blow up.
That dude could very well be the standout character from that movie. Because who else is it going to be? Superman is vanilla. Wonder Woman is cool, but
Flash no matter what they do with Superman, it's never that great.
Affleck, who the fuck knows what's going to happen with Batman and Affleck? Every other story is that Affleck's
the new Spider-Man looks amazing.
Who?
The new guy on Spider-Man, dude. He's cool as shit.
Yeah, but that's not DC, bro. Stop.
But comically, comics
we're
going into
DC
movies
right now.
Very
well.
Did
you see who just got casted as Shazam? You know who Shazam is?
No. The Rock.
The Rock is Black Adam. Shazam's villain.
Yeah.
The fucking guy from Chuck. That's a superhero.
What?
Shazam. Yeah. What's it? Whatever.
All right. At a certain point, do we stop watching these movies? Do you go see that?
Apparently, the answer is no because they're still making millions of dollars.
There's still a profit.
Most of them, I'm disappointed with. I was disappointed in Suicide Squad.
I like this. I
was disappointed in 2 of the remakes of Spider-Man. I was disappointed, frankly, in the last Wolverine.
I like the most recent Spider-Man. I did not like the most recent Wolverine that much. I liked Suicide Squad.
Disappointed in that, bro.
I got to be honest with you. Like I know Will Smith is kind of whatever's going on with Will Smith. I liked Will Smith in Suicide Squad. I really did. He made it very watchable to me.
Can we just make another I Am Legend and be done with it?
I feel bad for Will Smith. I don't feel bad for him. The dude's making money. But he's got a movie coming out on Netflix where he's like the police partner of like an orc.
Looks good.
Yeah, like an orc.
And looks trying to find like a magic wand or something.
It looks so good, though.
I saw the preview though. I was like
fairies.
But it looks so funny and so good.
It's like a fairy and an orc.
But that's why Netflix is going broke.
But Will Smith makes it work.
And they will be bankrupt and have to sell their company.
Netflix has not operated it with a surplus of money since they started. They've been in the red.
They're in trouble. Yeah.
Getting these big stars to do these Netflix movies is hurting them.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? People are benefiting. They have some good shows out there, man.
Plus, they're going to be in trouble because
Orange is the New Black.
Disney
is that not good as a guy to like that?
Orange is the New Black. Stranger Things.
I haven't seen any of that.
Me neither. Don't say anything about that.
Things just came back.
Is it on season 2?
Yeah, season 2. Yeah.
Is season 1 worth watching?
Good, bro. Yeah. If you're into like
compared to,
if you're into like
stop me on this.
If you're like into 1980s
Sons of Anarchy.
No, it's different. I don't know how to compare it. It's different.
Yeah.
It's like a science fiction-y 1980s type of show.
I don't know then.
Sons of Anarchy is a whole different.
I don't know.
I got to tell you, the first like 2 episodes of that show, I was kind of like, meh. And then like it started to get going, and I fucking was like, I couldn't stop watching it, and I was pumped up.
Is it like Twilight?
Ozark.
I haven't seen it. Is it like Twilight?
Oh my God, Ozark, so
X-Files,
good.
or what is it?
Ozark.
Is it
Who
like
knew
X-Files?
Jason Bateman
It's a
would
little
kill
bit
that
like,
role?
See what I'm saying about it? It's like they have some very good shows.
It's a little
man.
Twilight Zone-y. It's a little like.
How about Narcos?
Oh, great
Narcos.
show. I haven't seen new season.
I haven't seen any of it.
The
Narcos
first
is
two
really good.
seasons are
Ed tells me
great.
to watch Narcos all the
Yeah,
time.
Narcos
Yeah.
is really good.
Narcos is a great show.
Yeah.
My favorite show of all time was Breaking Bad, though. I gotta say.
Breaking Bad was an
Breaking Bad
amazing
was
my favorite
show.
ever.
It hasn't topped Game of Thrones for me.
I still like Breaking Bad better than Game of Thrones,
yeah.
although it's close. I still
Breaking
like
Bad
Breaking
was
Bad better.
that shit.
Game
man.
of Thrones is my favorite ever.
Breaking Bad was
Remember,
amazing.
remember Spartacus? It was on Stars for
Oh,
like
it was
3
Spartacus
years.
was
I can't
amazing.
watch
Hell of a
Spartacus.
show. The lead
I can't
actor
watch Spartacus.
died,
After the dude, he died. I can't watch
But
it.
they-
I feel
Oh,
bad.
the guy died of cancer. Yeah,
but they
yeah.
recast him.
No, I know.
great.
And it just kept rolling.
that
it was
was-
amazing.
I know. I
I'll tell you
can't
what.
watch it since they recast
It was
now.
amazing.
I'll tell you what, that show was.
Am I the only
gaining-
guy here that likes Ballers?
Oh, great show!
Ballers is
No,
good.
Ballers
It's
is a great
so
show.
good.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
I
like it's
Ballers.
like Entourage. I saw season 1. I'm like, oh, this is.
But I laughed
okay.
so
I
hard
never-
watching
You know what the
Yeah.
issue is? Like The Rock's like, I'm a huge dude. Let me just take my shirt off every episode. Like that's what it kind of is.
That sounds like either jealousy
That's
or
the
you want
Rock's.
to bang
That's
him.
the
not
Rock's.
jealousy,
That's the
not
Rock's
jealousy.
thing.
Or you want to bang him.
Neither. I mean, I like women, but okay.
Will Netflix ever surpass HBO on shows? When you got Oz,
what?
Sopranos,
Showtime?
you got
No, HBO.
Empire, Boardwalk Empire.
Damn,
You
dude,
Boy, that
got
was a good show too.
How about
Come
like
on.
Ray Donovan? And no,
Ray
Donovan.
Oh, but that's
That's
Star. That's
Showtime.
Showtime. That's Showtime. Showtime.
It's
Showtime.
a star.
Showtime.
That's a
Ray
great show.
Donovan, great show.
That's a quality show. Yeah.
One of the top 5. Great
I
show.
don't know about top 5. It's,
Great show.
I feel like I'm one of the
great.
few that are still hanging in there on Homeland. I still love
Fucking
Homeland.
Homeland's a good
love
show.
Homeland.
Homeland's a good show.
Haven't seen an episode.
Last
of it.
season wasn't
And very
great.
it wasn't
You
very
haven't seen Homeland, bro?
What's it on?
Oh my
What's
God.
it on?
Showtime.
It's
I
It
check
has
it
a
out.
lot to do with
It's like
counter- we can get you a pass.
counterterrorism.
Yeah.
I
like
mean,
CTU.
I have to check it
stuff.
out.
sign up for Showtime.
Yeah, right.
And you
Legally.
can watch it.
I have to check that out.
We can get you. We can get.
So
you
what was your,
on.
what was
We'll
your,
talk.
favorite,
We'll
what was your
talk.
favorite show? You said it's Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Mine's Breaking Bad. What's yours, Frank?
See, I can't even jump there. It's like I love Boardwalk Empire.
That's a
and
good show.
The Sopranos.
favorite.
Telemundo
I can't
what?
just jump
Well,
to
Sopranos is a good one. I forgot about
I
that.
can't just jump over to Game of Thrones.
Tele-
Game of Thrones
Telemundo
is
what?
amazing.
Which
Telemundo, is that what you said?
Game of Thrones.
the news on Telemundo. Favorite ever.
They got some hot chicks on that fucking channel.
Yeah. Shit,
My
yeah.
I don't know.
goodness.
If I
What
would
was your
pick-
favorite?
I wouldn't just jump to.
Don't
I
say
mean, I
Boardwalk
love Game of
Empire.
Thrones.
Yeah.
But
Don't say Boardwalk Empire. It's not
Boardwalk
the best.
Empire was amazing.
Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad was crack. I'm sorry. That was like,
That's your favorite?
and I'll tell you, I wouldn't
Crack,
say
not crap. Crap.
Oh, crap.
crack.
Oh, okay.
I watched
What is
first
the crack?
episode. I was hooked first episode. I was like,
It took me like the second or third episode where I realized, oh, the show is boring because his life is boring, and
Right.
then like as shit
turned it
starts
on.
happening and
It
the
turned it
show
on.
starts picking up. That is,
bitch.
Great scene.
that is absolutely
Jesse's
Yo.
the best
my
fucking
favorite
runner.
show. That's
Great
my absolute
scene.
favorite show.
That kid
Although
that played Jesse, that was his fucking career.
my
right?
second favorite show, and this might come out of left field because it's still relatively new, is actually Daredevil on Netflix. Because that dude that plays the Kingpin
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah, he's good.
Vincent
He's good.
D'Onofrio
He's
is
good.
amazing. So that's probably my second favorite.
Great
Wow.
show.
Followed close by
you know.
Sons of Anarchy.
I was about to jump on that.
Sons of Anarchy. Speaking of shows that killed characters too soon, they should not have killed Opie so soon.
No, oh,
He was beloved.
That was one of the
Oh,
worst
okay.
killings I've seen in a show.
Beloved.
That was terrible.
And I thought he was going to go in there and hold his own.
Yeah, but they still ran with it though, man. They just
That was a brutal.
that show was so damn good.
I wanted them to kill Clay the
Oh,
entire
good
time
show.
until they did, and I went,
I didn't want
"Oh,
them to kill
man."
Clay at all.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you start actually.
Once they
getting,
killed
like,
him,
a
I
soft
was like,
spot for
oh,
him.
I don't want Clay to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get like a soft spot for
And
him.
There was that
Anyways.
scene, like there was that one scene in particular that I always think about after Gemma tells Clay and Jax that she got raped.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Jax just smashes the table,
Yeah.
and Clay
Oh.
gets mad, and the two
Yeah.
of them, you can see them looking at each other like they're
They're
about
like,
to fuck something up. And I was like,
Yeah, there you
yo,
go.
Clay's my boy now.
Oh,
Like let's
man.
leave Clay alone.
Yeah.
But obviously
Yeah,
we know what
it
happens to
happens.
Clay. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Saddest character ever.
who Clay?
Juice.
Oh, Juice.
Turning into a little
Jimmy
bitch.
Smits made a good
Fuck
comeback
Juice.
in that show.
Fucking Juice.
How about the comeback Jimmy Smits made?
Yeah.
He didn't do anything.
Why,
for
yo,
years.
watch Luke Cage on Netflix. Shades.
Yeah.
Facts.
Fucking Juice.
We've touched on everything today, man.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's pop
Ready to
culture,
get outta here?
movie, TV, anyone want music, anything. The new Wu-Tang album is fire.
Absolutely.
Get the new Wu-Tang album.
Bringing hip hop back to where it should be.
You damn
If
right.
you haven't gotten the new Wu-Tang album, I don't know what your problem is. Go get it.
Yes.
Anything? Anyone?
Yeah.
Get out
Nah,
of
I'm
here.
ready to get the fuck
Good.
out of here, yo.
That's Slash Talk episode 1. It's in the
Slosh,
it's in the
not
books.
slash.
It's
a little
It's
sloshy.
in the can, if you will. You know,
Crushing cans.
crushing cans like we do. Guerrilla Tactics. Beer just got
GOB.
everywhere when he dropped that shit.
Check us out on Facebook, Gorillas of
WGOB
Booze,
Networks.
Instagram, Gorillas of Booze, YouTube, WGOB-TV, Gorillas of Booze. Like, subscribe, and please, for the love of God, share, man. The world
Comment
needs
and
to
share,
see
man.
this.
Comment.
Share.
That's
Caring
it.
is sharing.
That's it.
That's what's up.
Good.
We out of here.
here.
We out.
Yeah,
sharing
man.
is caring. Said that
Can we
wrong.
get this? Can we get this together?
Can we get this in one?
You know you know how we sign out.
Come on now.
Everybody does it.
Peace and smashish.
And we out.
This.
Peace.